everyone, Nathan here from Save Your Game, and welcome to our holiday shopping guide. Today I've got 3 games to recommend for you. These are games that I've had in my collection for a long time, and I've really enjoyed playing with family and friends, especially around the holidays. Now I'm calling these games you probably never heard of, but only because they're a little bit older and possibly a little more obscure. And with the amount of games that come out these days, it can be really easy to overlook some. I hope you like what you see though, and check them out if they look interesting to you. Happy holidays.
In the game of Palazzo, set in the age of the late Renaissance, the players slip on the roles of wealthy landowners who compete against each other to build the most valuable palaces. This game is a great intro to auction and bidding systems, a popular mechanic in tabletop gaming. As their constructions grow, the players must choose from the available palace modules from the quarries so they can add to their palaces. Of course, none of this building can be done without money, so sometimes players must take the time out to earn some money so they can afford to continue their building projects. The person with the most valuable palace at the end of the game wins. Believe it or not, there are more games in the Catan series than the base Settlers itself and its expansions. The Catan Adventures game Candemir is probably one of my favorites of all time. Players take on the role of newcomers to Catan and learn how the adventurous life in the first settlement played itself out. They explore using a claim and move mechanic for the raw materials they need to build the settlement. Along the way, they discover useful, natural products, but also encounter wild animals and are confronted with adventurous situations. I love the light role-playing you can do in this game as you take on the persona of one of the settlers. Lastly though, who doesn't love a game where you can fight a bear? I mean, it's one of the actions you can take. Fight bear, it's right there. Dungeon is probably the oldest game on the list, having been originally pressed in 1975. You can really see its impact on tabletop gaming, especially in games like Munchkin and other dungeon crawlers. Players explore a dungeon that is divided into levels of increasing difficulty, fighting monsters for valuable treasure. As players venture deeper into the dungeon, the monsters become more difficult and the treasure more valuable. Several character classes each have slightly different fighting abilities, most notably the wizard, who can cast spells. Combat is simulated using dice. Players roll the dice to attack a monster, and if unsuccessful, the dice are rolled to determine the effect of the monster's counterattack. Get the most treasure and make it to the exit, and you win.